Nu är nya Casumo.com här. Just nu får du dubbelt på kontot och 110 gratis chanser att vinna storkovan. Casumo, ett kasino. Casumo.com.
esportsbets.com, the service where gamers will bet real money on virtual events. Only here, the best odds and widest coverage of games from Dota 2 to Hearthstone. We have over 200,000 users registered. Join us. Prove that you are the best versed in esports. Who will get the first blood? Who will take the first Roshan? Who will win the knife round? Participate in the race of predictors and earn real money. The more bids, the more bonuses. Reward for your first deposit up to $600. esportsbets.com. Foresight, passion, and calculation.
Alright, and we are back in action, ladies and gentlemen. I keep switching to the wrong scene for some reason. I'm sorry, guys. This is the SLTV Starseries, and it's the second map now between Deponeret and Penta. So, what a great game that first one. Dust 2 was so close. So many great moves, and then at the end, Deponeret came out with a victory. And now we're moving on to Penta's map choice, which is Mirage, and we'll have to see how it goes. Semler, are you back yet?
Perfect timing, mate. Just made it back.
Absolutely. And is your microphone, I think, is moved a little bit further away again? At least you sound a little bit lower to me.
Test, 1 2 1 2.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Big thanks to everyone who's been subscribing in the chat. Really do appreciate it. And we have that donation link going on up at CSGO Lounge. So if you're tuning in from that site, somewhere between the video feed and the chat, there's a link there where you can donate stuff, and people have been doing it for a while, so really appreciate that. We'll try and do something with something cool with the items, and we'll figure out a way to put those into use. So really appreciate people doing that. It's sort of a test that we're running with CS:GO Lounge because they've been, asking us to try and test it, so we will, and we always appreciate all of you who've been doing that. Semler, I'm doubly excited. You know why?
Why is that, mate?
I found this thing at the store, which is like a tiny ball which has like spikes on it, and you can use it for like massage therapy, I guess. And I just use it because it's nice for my hand. I can squish it, and it becomes, it's like massaging your own hand essentially. I figured it's good. We spend so much time in front of the computer. You gotta make sure your fingers don't end up being too weak or anything like that. But I realized something cool about this ball is if you actually punch it, it'll actually light up like this. It's like a tiny disco in my room. I love it. So now that we have gone through that, let's just hear a quick word from a sponsor, and we'll go into the match straight away. It's Deponeret Penta, second map coming up in 1 second, guys. And there we go. It's time, Semler. It's Mirage. What do you think?
I'm thinking that I'm still going to stick with it. Penta are going to take this 2-1. But, man. I mean, Dust 2, there was a definite possibility that Penta could take this 2-0 just because of how good they are on Dust 2. It's like Dust 2, Mirage, Cache, those are Penta maps, right? Or at least when I think about Penta, I think those 3 maps. So the fact that they managed to get 2 of those maps already at the beginning of this best of 3, it's pretty solid for Penta. Now we go on to their map, and this should be basically the Penta show. This should be the map where they reestablish dominance, and they take it into the 3rd map of this best of 3.
I think that's what Penta are hoping for as well. But I don't know. When I think about Copenhagen Wolves, I don't think about Mirage as like my most obvious choice of maps, really. So I don't know how they're gonna do Fetish. I mean, if we're talking about Dignitas 2 with Fetish doing the calling, Dignitas could play a fairly mean Mirage, but by no means their strongest map. So, so I don't know what to predict. I mean, on the other hand, if Nico's doing pretty well with the AWP and he's locking down, well, it doesn't really matter where he is. If he's middle, well, if he stores middle and jungle, obviously, you know, the middle angle and the one going in towards apartments, those are the two most important ones. But even if they just leave him in B and make sure no one is ever going to, like, push through B apartments unless, you know, they're going to run into him, that could leave a lot of room for the rest of Deponeret to do some stuff on the CT side. And who knows? Mirage is a very winnable map, even if you're not like super practiced on it. I'm pretty sure that Deponeret are gonna have an idea of what to do anyway. What are you predicting a third map here? Is that what I'm hearing? Semler, you mute yourself. I think we may have lost Semler entirely. Whatever shall we do? Well,
Alright, done. I'm back.
Alright, good stuff.
Just answering an email real quick. We're trying to check up on the Room on Fire merch to see what's happening with the sweaters, with the hoodies and the shirts and all that jazz, guys.
Alright, it's very important.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, they're up for sale on roomonfire.tv. So if you guys go to the website, you guys can check them out. It's pretty cold up here in Scandinavia, so I hear the hoodie is a good choice. But yeah, apart from the horsing around, I'm thinking this is going to go to a third map. I think Penta should be able to bounce back on Mirage.
I would like to see a third map. I think it could be really fun. I think the third map is cash as well, so I mean that would actually be a really good map to finish off on. Why not? Why not? Let's see if the Germans have what it takes to beat their Danish neighbors. I guess kind of sharing a border somewhere. Pimp, the last guy to potentially get stabbed, and he will, so Penta will have the choice of sides, which is great if they can actually win the pistol round. If they lose it, then Mirage is not such a CT-sided map that it really makes a big difference. So I think winning pistol round is more important right now than winning the knife itself, which is, I think it is pretty much on all maps, but even more true on this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the SLTV Starseries, and I believe we are somewhere in Season 11, if I'm not mistaken. No, 12, sorry. And it's Penta versus Deponeret. So, welcome to the show. This is Room on Fire. I'm Anders. With me is Semler. And, Semler, they've bought only one body armor on Penta, right? Everyone else is geared up with something else. That's kind of crazy.
That is actually kind of crazy. That's a lot of gear to be going with here. CT side, I mean, they're just expecting a rush. They're expecting aggression out of Deponeret, and they're expecting the nades to do big damage. But they're all over the place right now, Deponeret. They put two guys towards B apps to draw the attention of Penta to try and pull them out of position, and then they're going to go rushing out of A apartments with the bomb.
How did Crystal get that shot? Those two kills at B meant the whole fake situation is no longer there, and they're getting completely wrecked over at A as well. Speedy actually trading places with the terrorist player running in, and Kerby's not sure, why am I getting shot from where we were just coming in? It makes no sense. Nico gonna go down as well, and next with a double kill. But the initial grenade kill on Pimp was really good. I think Crystal ran into kitchen to take one tab up to apartments to get a kill, and then ran back towards A again. So, pretty much nearly the perfect round for Penta, I'd say.
Yeah, that worked out. And you have to say that that was also really well done by Penta, not over-rotating, not overly committing to the potential B rush, right? They saw some action in B apps, they heard the steps, they could have just over-rotated like mad, expecting the full-out rush from Deponeret, but instead they did keep a guy on A site, and they didn't fully rotate the man in CT spawn. So they were able to get back into position fairly quickly on that A site to stop the actual push. So well done by Penta on the defense.
Next here for Miles. Oh my god, it's a spray down. It's the instant ace. It's a 1 second ace. Next, what a monster. Did you blink, Semler, and miss it? Did you just blink and miss it? Because if you blinked, it was gone.
Oh, I was following next right there. That's like, I was just expecting him to run out of bullets, basically, on the last man. But because the FAMAS just seems to chew through bullets so quickly, you know, if you get into those spray down situations, you're just crossing your fingers hoping that your ammo will last. But that's how it worked out perfectly for Nex.
But the FAMAS is a horrible weapon to spray down 4 people or 5 people like that. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but they did. And now the headshot, or the body shot in the middle, sorry, no armor picked up currently on the terrorists, and they are going to completely and utterly crumble here. Deponeret coming out with no kills that round, or the last one either, so a lot of money already on Penta, but now the Danes can buy, and because they didn't buy that much, they're going to have a lot here, including the AWP on Nico.
Yeah, and that's the game plan now. 4th round, big buy round here for Deponeret, and now's the time we get to see, can they shine here? That's what it's all about. They need Nico to come up with a performance like he had on Dust 2, where he was just picking up frags left and right. Now he needs to deliver with the AWP here on Mirage for Deponeret to have a shot.
He definitely does. Find that one opening. Make the CTs spread out more thinly, and then just go all in. Fetish taking a long-range fight with Dennis, and, well, I mean, Fetish has 2 more HP than Dennis, so I guess in that sense, he kind of won that battle, but be exciting if it ends up in a one-on-one between the two, and, you know, it's the 2 health that makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that would actually make the difference, too, because even if Fetish got headshot, he would live. So that's a problem there for Dennis. He needs to do a little bit more damage to the other in-game leader.
Just a tiny bit. Like Struck's position here up in what we sometimes call whorehouse, but he's going to have to play it just right. He can come in and help out Speedy if he's going to go window at some point. They can help out each other a lot. And they're kind of expecting a short push, as you can tell. Like, Struck's is looking down at Nexus right here. In fact, it's going to be an A push with Dennis and Speedy holding in very bad positions for what's about to happen. Oh, no, there are no smokes going on Deponeret, so they're running in blind here with flashbangs, but no smokes actually going up.
Nice angle there by Struggs, though, to catch AC out. That's going to be a free kill there for Penta. 25 seconds left and the push begins for the A site, but Dennis is already putting a halt to it, and Spitty is there to lend a hand. They're getting bogged down, Deponeret, and they aren't going to be able to get through fast enough.
Grenade to take down Kerrigan. They did have a couple of smokes that I somehow missed, but Nico goes down trying to jump into the site. They did manage to smoke out. I think I looked just when they let go of them, because I just checked and I was like, what? They've no smokes? And then they were already in. So that's really good. I was wondering about that.
I just had this image of Nico being like this fly, and he just got swatted on the wall, because he's just jumping in the air, and then he just gets pinned to the wall. Perfect spray. Holds him there.
It did look like it, didn't it?
He even left a stain. There you go, man. Nico, that's how he ended his days.
That's how flies get you, isn't it? Even if you kill them, they still leave a little bit behind. You have to go and clean it up, and it's just
yeah, you're right.
Oh, flies. I think I don't know who it was. I think maybe it was Oscar Wilde or someone who once wrote a whole article about how there was no God because God would no one would be so cruel as to invent the fly. It might not be Oscar. It might be Mark Twain. I don't know. Someone who's like a smart person once wrote that. Go and Google it. Someone will tell me in the chat, I'm sure. Either way, pretty good defense. I actually thought that looked really worrying for Penta, because 2 people inside that bomb site with no AWP or auto sniper or anything could have been scary. But still early days for both teams, although Penta again off to a good start, but they were on Dust 2 and they ended up losing that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, now can Deponeret, put a halt to the Penta momentum. I mean, Penta have still got guys who have got their original FAMASs. That's how solid they're looking right now. But a great rush out here from A Apartments is actually going to catch Penta off guard. Ben is trying to apply the pressure, and he's still going to take a man with him before getting taken out. And Nico's able to get the plant.
Great job. That's really, really important. The extra $800 bonus can make a big difference. Winning the round's quite a different matter, although AC with a headshot like that, makes you believe a little bit. His teammates, Nexus teammates, that is, not really worried about AC, just running right past Nico. Going to pick up a kill on Dennis here. Bomb is being defused right now. AC comes through with the kill. What are they doing, Penta? This is nuts. Grenade here. Well, it's going to kill AC, and there's a straight defuse going in. Nico, can he stop it? He can. And that's eco round 1 from Deponeret, and Penta messing up quite thoroughly in this bomb site.
Yeah,
some
that's
sick kills from
scenario,
AC,
right?
but yeah, that's very, very frustrating.
That was a sick nade onto AC, though. That was pretty much as good a nade as a nade gets versus an unarmored target to drop him down from there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Penta, they just weren't able to keep their cool. Deponeret hit the perfect timing for an A rush, and they got it just right. Nico gets the entry. Fetish lying in wait, and T-Pit is going to take out Dennis. Luckily, Struggs finds somebody from short, but that's just not good enough right now. Penta are still a man down.
Yeah, Penta, they play like a team that is very shook, that's very sort of nervous. But I don't know why they are, because, when you start off 4-0, you got to be feeling pretty good, especially, winning that 4th round. That's the big test in the first half. You come up with that, you should be just all right. The one thing... Oh, next. Is he going to rotate out too fast? No one's seen the bomb at A right now, so if they... No, look at this. He's even smarter than that. He's waiting. Speedy goes down, and now he kind of feels like he has to go and help out Strux here. But he's still waiting.
Yeah, great patience being shown here by Nyx. But he's looking towards short right now. And they're going to be able to sneak through into apartments. They're going to be able to sneak onto this site right now. Nyx He's in a good position still. He's going to hear the steps. He hears the plant, but Nico's in position to stop him. And that was perfect there from Deponeret.
That was actually a nuts flick shot from Nico. That was very cool, because if Nico goes down, probably AC planting the bomb is going to be next in line. Even with the bomb plan, that's going to be a tricky position. So I'm surprised that Nico could get that shot, really.
As am I. As am I. That's really impressive. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you need to expect, or you need to be able to count on Nico to deliver those shots. It's just not necessarily his style. Because Nico, a lot of the time you see him opping, he's holding angles. He's just a reaction opper, right? He's just going to sit there, hold that angle, and bap you when you try and cross over through the doors at Dust 2. But this time around, he does pull off the flick and manages to land Deponeret that second round.
Oh man. So this should right now be 5-1, if not for Deponeret winning that one eco round. And that's a fact that's going to be already in Penta's mind, but it's going to really play on them if they lose this upcoming round, because then Deponeret are probably going to equalize the score and make it 4-4. And that would be hugely upsetting if you're on the German side here. Speedy's going to throw a flashbang that's going to throw over, or go over the middle, and you see a bunch of people ready to peek from actually 3 different angles. This would be insanely good if it weren't for the fact that the Danish team is all on A ramp, and Speedy's going to have an almost impossible time with the FAMAS here.
Yeah, he's going to be in for a bit of a rough ride. Comes down to the flashes. Can he get the proper nades off in time to be able to stop this push coming through, or at least delay it? Good nade damage coming in. That's going to rattle Deponeret as they try and rush up A slope.
Just a little bit. Speedy's looking for more. He flashes out once, but he's still going to be going down. Absolutely no chance at all. Strux is here, right through the smoke. He's actually going to flash and try and run through. That is a crazy idea, but he's made it through the smoke at least. Takes down Fetish, and that's about all he does so far. Still a 2-1-4 right now. Crystal. FAMAS in hand towards the connector in middle. Bomb being already down, and Kjaerbye taking a good shot there. Next, trying to guess the angle through, but he can't see a thing for the smoke. And with 4 bullets left, he's going to be dropped by Kjaerbye. So, Penta, I mean, you pointed this out on Dust 2, Sumler. They tend to sort of gamble a lot. And this gamble was all about it being a mid push. And by the time they realized that it was an A push, I mean, when you push in from 3 angles in the middle and there's a pop flash over, you are going to kill whoever's in the middle if it works out. But if they're not middle, then what are you going to do? What's plan B there?
Yeah, it's sad times, and it just continues to be sad times here. Crystal does manage to find a kill, but Pimp is just lighting him up right now. He's going to get a 3rd one. Could set up for a 4th if you watch the CPL. Yeah, sick nade onto Strugs. Oh, and he just barely dodges the 2nd one.
I think, I don't know. I think for Penta to come out of this first half feeling really good, this needs to finish like 11-4. I mean, 10-5 is still pretty manageable, but if this goes to 9-6, and let's face it, at the moment, that seems very likely, it's, I think Penta are going to be a little bit worried, especially if they don't win the pistol round on the second half, and so far, Deponeret have been really quite good at winning pistol rounds. At least on Dust they were. Didn't win it on Mirage, but it's turned out not to make that big a difference for them.
Yeah, I think that they're definitely going to be struggling here. 4-4 is already... I mean, getting into the mid of the half, they find Nex as well, so a parting shot there, an extra $300 in their pocket. But 4-4, mid of the half, this is looking really good for Deponeret because they know now that Penta are under a lot of pressure. And that if they can win this round, Penta are going to be ecoing again, and they can just run away with the half. I mean, we could be looking at least an 8-7. So, and if they get 8-7, Deponeret, I mean, CT side, they're Danish. They're going to be hard to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's now or never for Penta. And now, whereas earlier I said I don't understand why they're playing like a team that's so nervous. Now I would understand if they started making basic mistakes, because this is a landslide that's been set in motion by the fact that they lost that one eco round there. So that's something that's hard to shake. It's hard to put out of your head that you should have been having a really big lead right now and you just don't. Next here with the nice underhand flash throw out. AC stays alive. Nico comes in and AC gets the 1 kill. Struck sprays away, but he's only going to trade 1 for 1, and that might not quite be enough here. AC should have been dead ages ago, but they don't have any grenades to finish him off with. The only redeeming factor here is the fact that the bomb is up in apartment still, so AC's going to spend a lot of time going back and getting it. But how are they going to retake this?
Yeah, they aren't going to be able to stop him from putting that bomb down. And now he even has the time, if he wanted to get up into B apartments. But he's expecting somebody to be coming through B apartments. What's happening, though, is that it's going to be one man up short and two guys from kitchen. And Penta, they have to hit the shots. Fetish gets taken out by Dennis. That's a crucial kill happening right there. And it's just down to AC now. He's pinned down, and they know exactly where he is.
Yeah, they do. And AC jumps into a headshot there. That was pretty crazy. They pick up a couple of kits and will be able to defuse just fine. So a good retake, I would say, from Penta, but a shaky one. I mean, that was still really scary and could have gone Deponeret's way. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 HP on Dennis, 4 on Crystal. That's how close it was to going Deponeret's way. That was way too close for comfort. And AC, I mean, unfortunately for AC, he tried to play it safe, expecting somebody to be coming from B-Apps. I almost would have liked to, even if somebody comes in through B-Apps, for him to be up in B-Apps. Because then if nobody comes, like what happened, he's in just a nightmare of a position to get him out of.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Deponeret, well, actually even buying this round, look at how much money they have, Sumler. I mean, they have granted won 4 in a row, but that's kind of scary as well. Just knowing that the T's can buy for a while. And is it going to be... it's going to be a massive fake here with 3 people. That means they're counting 3 smokes right now. Penta, the CT side, they're thinking, Russ, 1, 2, 3 smokes. That's a pretty large investment if they're going to end up going B. Nex smartly is staying behind here, and they need to get these kills on A quick on the CT side and then get back and defend B, because otherwise things are going to go horribly wrong. Speedy will pick up 1. It's still on Nex here. He sees the Molotov out, and again, he's made the right choice. They're already rotating. They know this is a fake, and Nex this time, he's not going to get shot. Oh, he will, Nico! You've got to be joking. He steals it again. This guy is so fast with this AWP. Strux is going to go down, and Nico, even with all his talent, is not going to be easy. He runs right into Crystal, but Semler, that was like that was deja vu right there.
Yeah, seriously though. Like, yeah, Nex has just got to be so frustrated. Like, again, Nico bests him. But that was a good recovery there. Once they knew where Nico was, it wasn't for naught, you know, that Nex died, because then he was able to get a pin on the remaining 2 members. They knew where the remaining 2 members were. So Crystal, he came up short. He was already scoped. He knew that that Nico had to be waiting around the corner, and that was very nicely done there with the retake. And that's just so important now, because Penta, they were able to get out of that tricky position that we were talking about just a couple rounds ago, where Deponeret were looking like they were getting all the momentum. Now they've actually shown that they can put a halt to the Danish freight train.
Yeah, Dennis getting a kill on Fetish, even though he had actually just thrown a grenade and hadn't quite got his rifle out. So, I mean, if Fetish had been really on point, then it could have been a little bit scary. Crystal goes down to Nico. Not sure what he was doing right there. That looked really weird. Looked like he was scoping all over the place instead of where he was supposed to be. But good kill coming in from the terrorist side. Speedy going to steal the AWP and try and go back just a little bit. Yeah, he wants to make sure no one's going to come and take it away here. So just taking it back. But again, the Danes playing very slowly. And with 1 entry frag in A bomb site right now, probably they can just win the round really quickly. And look at how Nico is inching his way forward. And he's going to take down Dennis. I think that might be the end of the round here. Retaking is going to be so rough at this point.
Yeah, it comes down to Spitty, but Spitty is just in the worst possible position, completely exposed, out in the open. No way of stopping that freight train. He needed to hit the perfect shot there, basically, on Kjærby, and it just wasn't going to happen with how Kjærby was playing from A apartments. So, Penta, I cursed them, Anders. I have to be careful with what I'm saying, man. Seriously. You know, I praise Deponeret, and then they lose a round. I praise Penta, they lose a round. I need to cut down on the praise here, clearly.
Quite clearly. I mean, what's really frightening, I think, is that this round, it seemed like Penta had really no control over what was going on. They were just figurines waiting around until Nico decided to come up and pick them off. So that's a style that they really can't afford to play. That they should try and switch up. On Mirage, map control on CT side is absolutely everything. I think we talk about this so often when we've seen this map, but pushing up middle, pushing up B house, or pushing up into A apartments, all of these things, and even A ramp with a couple of flashbangs over, it's all very, very viable. And if you don't do it, and especially with a guy like Nico and the other team, you could get it picked off one at a time. Let's see. Is Kjærby currently holding upper or apartments over at A? And Deponeret, I don't blame them for going this slowly, because it's been working for them so far. Why wouldn't they just see if Penta is going to peek somewhere and get them a free kill? Oh, a little bit of stuttering.
I mean, you have patience. You can have patience here. They still have a minute, so it's plenty of time to just be waiting around and seeing if anybody's going to offer themselves up. If you turn it into a game of chicken, it's who peaks first, right?
I like this position, though, from Speedy. This is really, really good, down in what we sometimes refer to as get right. If they push through, he's not going to be visible from the apartments, and they might be worried about Strux and even more about Dennis here, unless they can kill him quick. So little focus is going to be on Speedy. I think he's going to be the key person here. As long as he doesn't reveal himself too quickly, you know, let them go by, even if you can, if you feel really confident about it. Strux and Dennis just have to stay alive, and Speedy might be able to do the rest.
So yeah, this is the perfect position, as well as Struggs. Both of these guys right now are within the smoke range. Nico promptly picks off Dennis. Spitty is gone, and it's just going to be Struggs, but they have no idea he's here. First kill, but oh, the bomb is planted on the other side. He can't deny it.
He gets a headshot on Pimp. If that had been a kill, it would have been a 2-1-2, but next there now it is a 2-1-2. So still Strux doing a lot, but he's not going to check the corner here. Fetish is just waiting. And he's not been spotted yet. Look at that Nexus walk right next to Fetish, and that's a free kill for the Danish leader. Now it's Crystal with one. Gonna walk into the bomb side. The plan is perfect for AC right here. Crystal, he smokes it off from one side, flashes out again here. Gonna go for the straight defuse. No, he runs at AC and ends up going down, and now this is the ultimate disaster for Penta. They are very, very low on economy, and I really can't explain why Speedy thought he was the guy to open up that round with a peek into abs. I just have no idea. He had Dennis covering from CT spawn towards abs. He had Strux in the site to look towards slope. So that was very confusing.
Yeah, it might just be working out. Again, we have to remember that both of these teams are relatively new, in the sense that Penta have added 2 new members, Nex and Struggs. And Deponeret have changed up with Fetish. So, I mean, you have some growing pains, it seems like, still on these teams as far as, you know, who's watching which angle and who's communicating what.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be some stuff like that. But, I mean, I think I've seen Penta play more solidly in the past, so I could just be... I mean, like I said, they didn't warm up going into today. They just kind of came in. Maybe they did some deathmatching, but they haven't been playing any practice matches today, as far as I know. So maybe it's just also that they're feeling a little bit slow to warm up here. 6-6 now is the scoreline. I mean, it's obviously going to be 7-6 in a moment here, as Speedy is just trying to save this AWP. But yeah, this is really a scary situation for Penta. They could end up losing 2-0, and that would be a big shock, I think, for them.
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be a big setback, no doubt about it.
Speedy hiding in T-spawn. Actually surprised he gets out with the AWP. That's kind of cool, because it looked like they were really close. So, I mean, saving an ult, not at all bad. If they can make it 8-7, it's not impossible. But I think at 8-7, winning pistol round on second half is like an absolute must. Then you can put yourself at 11-7. Then if you win the 4th round as well, that's when you can start to talk about winning the game. But I think actually already there is so much stacked against Penta here that this game has turned into quite a nightmare for them.
It certainly has, and this is going to be that must-win round. 14th round, Penta's last hurrah, pretty much, and they're going for an aggressive push up mid. This is them trying to change up their strat, but look at Pimp. Pimp is actually going to get overwhelmed. Thought that holding that angle would work out for him, but this time around, Penta come out ahead.
And I'm so glad they did that, because it's one of the things I was highlighting earlier on, is taking that map control is just so important now. It's Nico versus Crystal, and Crystal's throwing out flashbangs. He wants to make sure he can check underpass. He's got to be so careful. Wrong timing here is going to get him easily killed, and with them already being a man up, they don't need to take so many risks. In fact, that risk-taking just brought Deponeret right back in the round.
Oh, man. What a close game. 55 seconds left. Still plenty of time here for Deponeret. And they're working their way up mid this time around towards short. Again, it looks like it's going to be B, but this time around, Penta... with Nex, they have Dennis, so it's 2 guys holding solid on the site. This could be rough here for Deponeret.
AC getting shut down already. Nico peeking in from short. He could be the key difference maker. He is this time around again. Gets the 1 kill. Dennis, he misses the shot. He takes down 2 in a row. They line up for him. Incredibly unfortunate for Deponeret, because I think they could have already killed Dennis then, but sometimes you have to be a little bit lucky, and I think that might have been one of the times there. Dennis with the triple steals the AWP, and Penta at least will win the round. Well, enough money on Deponeret to buy for the final round of the half here. What a scary situation once again.
Yeah. And Nex has got to be furious at Nico. Like, Nico is Nex's kryptonite right now, seriously. Every round, the guy who's killing Nex is Nico. He's got to be like, do I have, you know, some kind of face paint that only Nico can see and just wants to shoot off? Like, something's going on here.
It could be something like that. Strux walking into middle, a little bit alone, but he does get, the kill does get returned. Nico again, top of mid. Dennis going to take down Kirby, and again, they really, really insist on trying to find Nico, even in a 1-on-4. I mean, it's less risky than when you were in a 4-on-4, but you don't want to give this guy any chance to get back. None at all.
No, definitely not. But, I mean, 1v3, at this point, they should just be holding angles. They shouldn't be peeking. They don't need to peek. Just let them walk into your crossfire. And they're doing just that right now. Very nicely done here by Penta, holding together at connector, right outside of it. So if you were to walk in through connector, wow, they actually do go for the peek. Come on. I was just, okay, never mind. I'm not going to praise anybody anymore. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Crazy German-style Counter-Strike right now.
They've actually changed positions. Nico is now in position to catch Penta off guard.
Yeah, that's hard to deal with, isn't it? Oh, he fires the rifle and he's not going to be connecting with it. So, in the end, it finishes 8-7. But I mean, I want to try and imagine what would have happened if they'd never lost that 5th round to the eco. I think again, you know, at the very least, 9-6 is the obvious thing, but it could have been a completely different first half.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, clearly, I'm a prophet. You know, because it's called 8-7. 8-7 happened.
Yeah.
Some things, Anders.
Well, I mean, when you get the lottery numbers, please let me know.
I'll let you know. Don't worry, man.
All right, thank you. I'll
get all those skins. Is that it?
No. I maybe, yeah, actually. But the lottery too would be nice. Skins even better, obviously. Yeah, I'll give you some of the winnings. Don't worry. Like a couple of percent.
Now, what's the third map? That's the one thing I'm blanking on right now.
Cash, I think.
Oh wow, that's Penta's. That's a third map that Penta's good at.
Yeah, they got to get there first, and right now, I mean, without the pistol around here, I feel very, very uneasy about their chances at doing it. They took a fight in middle, which is not so bad. I mean, they were fighting Nico. He did more damage than he took, so I mean, good job on his part. And then they're going to run back towards the B bomb site, where AC's flashing his way, not seeing anyone. And actually, the fact that he doesn't could be a big problem, because that might give him a little bit of time to relax, and then they're finally going to show up. Grenade in. Is it going to be a good enough grenade? It does some good damage, but no kills happening yet in favor of Deponeret, and Fetish taking his time as well. AC, why is he not getting rushed down by multiple terrorists? And finally, they're going to group up and go for it. No bomb plant yet, and Deponeret, well, they're still fighting. The bomb is going down in that corner. Nico's going to drop. It's a 3-on-3 pimp. He rushes through. He gets the kill. And it's all on Speedy in the background here. 1-on-3. Gets the one headshot in. Still a very tough position for him to be in with a Glock in hand. 3 bullets. He's not reloaded yet. And 2 bullets. And I think that's the end of Speedy here.
Oh.
No chance.
I thought he was going to go for a Manise and go for the knife.
Would have been brave.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
So there's something that's really hard to remember, and I think it's ingrained in a lot of people, if you've been playing a lot of Mirage, is once you get out, especially if you have the bomb, the one thing you want to do is you want to go down, sit down, and put the bomb down really quick. But sometimes, especially in pistol rounds, the smart thing to do is actually to go down and keep running. If you can keep running all the way into kitchen, as you can catch people rotating in, and you can clear out the CTs that are in the site. Because if you wait and you only have, like, you have one guy planting, one guy sort of covering, and the other 2 are pushing forward in a 4-on-4 like that, it gets very, very weird, because those 2 people could easily lose the fight against the 1 or 2 terrorists that are, CTs that are there, and then you're actually losing the round already. So you got to be careful. Nice shot there coming up from underpass, though, from Speedy.
Yeah, that's going to wake some people up, but then Kirby, quick reply from him with that M4A1 crouching in the corner of the site. Pimp is going to catch Dennis playing peekaboo over in A apartments. And this is looking like a situation that Deponeret shouldn't lose. Strugs gets spotted in connector as well, so they know where Strugs is with the bomb. Deponeret are going to be able to box them in here.
Ooh. Good shot from Crystal there. But without the bomb, I mean, if he had the bomb now, it would have been a funny round for it, because Nico and Pimp are solo on health, so that could have been a little bit interesting. But without it, I'm not sure it's going to be too impressive.
And just to make something clear, apparently the third map is Inferno.
Oh, it's Inferno.
So, yeah, thank you, Boot, for pointing that out in the chat. Checked HLTV, and the map is Inferno. So that's actually kind of open. I think Penta, man, yeah, that is kind of open, actually. Hard to get a good read on how good Deponeret are on Inferno right now because they played versus LDLC, and nobody should win against LDLC on Inferno.
That's true enough. Good shot from Crystal to take down Pimp. 20 seconds left. Be definitely a miracle grade win if he could pull this off, and I have no idea how he would possibly do it. He's going to run in there, fights AC. 10 seconds left. He's going to have to run, putting down the bomb. He can't even get the bomb and get there.
Why is he even going towards the bomb?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really blame Crystal for that one. That's so hard. I mean, the fact they even got the first 2 kills is really quite impressive. Triple in total. He's going to save the FAMAS, so it's not like he completely gimped himself in this round either. Really nice try, I think. But, I mean, he had so little time left. It's hard to make up your mind that with just 1 second left.
It's true. It is rough. It is rough. I mean, there was 0 chance of him finding Nico in time as well. He was just opening himself up to dying without getting any bonus money.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
Not a bad call. Nico, though, that time around they found him. Oh, the LGB double push into A apartments. That worked out well.
Fetish is going to take down Nex in the middle. This is another absolute must-win round for Penta. They need to get so hard back into this game. I'm actually surprised Dennis even picked up a kill with that double push up there. I thought for sure he was going to go down because they were coming into really, odd angles from him. He was just aimed at the center of the pillar and they came from either side. So Penta should be happy they're in a 3-on-3 right now. They could have very easily have been in a 4-on-3 instead, which would have been significantly more difficult. But Crystal's still alive. I mean, he almost 1-on-3'd them last time. How hard can this be? Step it up, right? Crystal.
He's got an AK now, too. 50 seconds left, though. Let's see. Fresh smoke goes down in connector, but that doesn't really mean anything because it'll clear out around 35, so they should be able to move up connector if they want to, but they're going to be taking advantage of that smoke instead to go towards short. Fetish looking over the smoke, though, spots them moving through there, so a good play here by Fetish.
Yeah,
what?
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Strong. Sick play there by Fetish.
Now it's all up to AC's. The only one covering the bomb site here. Fetish is going in quick, but AC, and I think he just revealed his position by the car here. They must realize where he is. Time is ticking away. Fetish goes down. AC's got to stay alive, but he's only got 5 bullets left, and he still gets a headshot to make it a 1-on-1 here. Pimp, I mean, he's been playing well all day. Speedy wants to fake it out once. Pimp coming in from short. He's got top fragging at 16 kills, and it's versus Speedy, who's at 15, so this is the fight for the top right now.
Whoa, scary business here for Speedy. Peeks out behind that smoke, gets tagged down to half HP. Pimp still at full. Speedy now playing Ring Around the Rosie. They're on opposite sides of the bomb site, and they're just going to keep going. Who's going to spot who first? Speedy, not till he doesn't find the angle. What? Okay, there's the step, and that gives it away. Speedy now knows exactly where Pimp is. That's perfect. That was the game of Chicken Anders. Who was going to crack first and start running?
That is really, really, really quite good. I'm impressed. I wish I had the sound for from Saw queued. You know, that you want to play a game, and then they just ring around the Rosie on the bomb side all the time. That's incredible. Strange round in all respects, but Speedy came out on top there. It's a 9-9 now, and Deponeret have to eco, and this is one of those rounds. They already won 1 eco round on the first half. If they win this one again, that's where I think Penta just sort of mentally completely fold. Like that, that's so hard to come back from.
That's where it all cracks. You're right. I mean, they didn't really invest too much in this round though, so it's gonna be tough for Deponeret this time around. Let's see. Oh, double nade. Nico barely lives.
Speedy doing a good job in underpass. Could have got overwhelmed by the 2 people rushing him. He's still got 7 bullets, so he's like, right, I can get a few more kills in here. And, well, Kebu, good running headshot on Strux, but can't find the follow-up kill, which is a big shame. That would have been nice if they could have at least got 1 kill out of it. And Strux with the Tech 9. And once you're up against the Tech 9, you have already lost, except for... Oh, I cursed him. I'm so sorry.
Well done. Well done.
The Tech 9, though, it's so good. That's all I wanted to say. I didn't mean anything by it.
That was some clever play there, though. Changing up the angle and getting the drop on him. But Pimp, he just wasn't expecting Pimp to be there as well.
Pimp goes down, and it's 10-9. They have the lead, which makes you think they're doing all right. And actually, Deponeret are going to go for a double eco. Which, what do you think, Sumner? Is that a reasonable choice here?
Looking at the money, yeah. I mean, I think that they may even be thinking about double op play here. Get Nico, get Fetish, both get them ops, and just try and lock down the site. The sites, rather.
Yeah. Questionable move from Dennis, I would say. I mean, they give up the AK. No one's picking it up because Danes aren't quite sure if there are more people waiting up there. But, and right now, if they push in, they should be alright. AC's the one with the deagle. He could make their lives really rough if he lands a quick 1 here, but if he misses, that should be alright. They should be able to deal with him. They're exactly where he is. Oh! AC with 1, he goes for more, they gotta be careful, and Pimp comes in as well. Grenade on AC, but he's still alive, and that Deagle lands a second headshot. It's all on Strux. And that's horrendous. 2 eco rounds won by Deponeret in one map. I think Penta just put themselves very, very deep below ground.
Oh, get out of here. And 3 kills with Deagles as well. That's just... that's heartbreaking.
It's so sick play by AC. That's so well played. But why did it start off with Dennis jumping up on the boxes in the middle like a giant beacon and saying, if you're window, short, or connector, or all 3, come and shoot at me all at the same time?
He was just shouting, man, come at me, bros!
Yeah, but
Deponeret came.
You know, if you're like in a 14-6 type situation, you could do that. But when you're losing the game on the second map, you already lost the first one. Definitely the wrong time to be that brave. Oh well, Dennis trying to sneak his way in without any kind of flashes or smoke. He just wants to get in here quick, but he spots 2 people in CT spawn. That's actually a lot of information given here by that one peek. If he repeats though, that's pretty much suicide. Fetish is up on short. The fact that they see 2 in CT spawn is big indication that the middle connector area is less defended than it otherwise maybe would have been. Could go for a catwalk push if they can take out Fetish.
Yeah, clever use of boosting there by Penta as well to even get an opportunity to take a shot at Fetish. He's been tagged down to 72. Question is, does he overextend himself? They're just waiting on the opposite side of that box. Crystal and Fetish. It's the mind duel right now.
Yeah, there's going to be a flash in. Fetish. Oh, yeah, but then the back of the site as well. AC's there to make sure Fetish doesn't get fired too much at. So, I mean, right now, Deponeret actually just playing really well together. Kebu, easy kill there on Dennis walking in. Speedy goes down, and it's finally a return kill here from Nex. Crystal takes down Fetish. I think the key man might here by Strux. He's going to have to win this battle against AC. And instead of waiting, he goes out and gets himself killed. So now it's Crystal and Nex. The bomb will go down, sure, but if they had control of wind... Oh, they won't even go down. They're going to run out of time, and Crystal's in an awful spot.
Crystal has to live, and he does. That was important. But what was more important was actually getting that plant, and that just did not happen.
Again, Strux not waiting by the connector, the window. I don't understand it. I simply don't. Crystal bought an AK and is down to $450, so he's sort of buying without the rest of his team.
No, he saved it.
Oh, he saved it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, he saved it from the last round. So it's kind of the only thing that they have to work with. Dennis is attempting to open something up from A Apartments, but that's not going to happen. Crystal top mid will find the kill on Fetish, though, and that was important.
If Penta could get a chance to win an eco of their own right now, it'd be really, really big for them. That could make the big difference here. Nico's up in up in the middle window here, but he's not too anxious about actually peeking. He's trying to play it slowly right now. But is he going to get flanked? Oh, he could have gone down to Strux then, but he's just going to escape with 48 health. And over at the A ramp, though, Kebu goes down. And this time it's actually the Danes' turn to make a couple of mistakes here. Pushing out when they did not really need to. Nico, though, with a quick flick on Speedy. Flashbang rains on in. It's still a 3-on-3 here, and AC will take down Crystal. So they're fighting their way back. AC, though, again, not going to go down just yet.
Yeah, Strug's missing a golden opportunity there. This is really all over the place. And now, again, take 2. Let's see. Can they get the bomb plant? 25 seconds. They decide to peek, and Nico does not miss that shot. Now, this is Deponeret's round to lose. They've got a 2-on-1 situation. The bomb has not been planted yet, and they have a man coming in from connector. There's no safe plant for Nex. He had to kill one of Deponeret's members to be able to plant that bomb, and it just wasn't going to happen with Nico holding that angle.
Oh, these are some rough losses for Penta to take, because they're so close all the time. They really are. But it's obviously not working for them. So 12-10 The 23rd round is definitely coming up right away. This time there's a lot more speed to it. The Germans have decided we're going to rush in this time and see if we can man fight, essentially, against the CT's defending. Pimp, is he going to get smoked off at any point here? They've got the initial kill on Kiebu, which is great news. Now the smoke is not quite covering. There's a follow-up smoke, and they just need that bomb down for once in this bomb site. They're taking so long. It'll finally happen, but they're a man down, and they are in really, really bad afterplants positions here. Pimp through the smoke once. Oh, there's going to be a kill on AC as well. It's not looking so bad now, and they get another kill. Now they don't have to fight. They just have to hide from Nico. He's out in the bomb site, and he goes down to Nex, who gets a quad kill. Semler, this is... I mean, it's almost hard to catch your breath, isn't it? Because Penta they're pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, this is that Rocky moment where they're up the stairs, and the question is, you know, they're pushing themselves, but are they going to get to the top and have that triumphant moment, Anders? Or are they going to face plant and everything's just going to fail miserably?
If they lose this round, that's kind of the instant faceplant moment. Like then you're gone then, because then it'll be 14-11 by the time they can even think about buying again, and I think that's just too much to handle. I like this move from Dennis. Look how aggressive this is. Nico, no idea someone was there. Keeps pushing and takes the fight with Pimp, but not going to come out quite on top, although Pimp did drop somewhat low with the FAMAS. The big thing here is that Kirby's walking around and he hears Speedy, so Pimp knows that Speedy's coming. Should be a win situation, but Pimp's getting surrounded. Kirby coming up from behind. He did not make enough noise for Speedy to hear him, so Kirby's still really doing a lot here. He's waiting for it. Finally going to get the kill. Strux in return. No, not quite. It's a 2-on-2, and look at the way the bomb plant is. This is such a great bomb plant. If they just hide.
Yeah, that was good enough work there by Kirby. AC is able to walk in from CT, but Crystal will find Fetish. That was the one kill, however, and Crystal, oh wow. Does the timing work out? Bomb, the body is there! And AC will find the shot on Crystal. Crystal just could not connect.
But why did he fight? To begin with, why did he take the fight? I'm very confused. Once he jumps out of window, I understand that he probably thought that AC was straight defusing, but all he has to do to deny or confirm that when he's going up connector anyway is jump. If he jumps, he can see that AC is not on the bomb, and he just waits and wins the round. So yeah, there have been.
I think no, but I think the issue there is that he has no way of knowing whether AC has a kit or not, and that run probably took what, like 3 seconds for him to get from CPL into connector. So if he jumps and AC's man defusing it, then he loses the round, right?
But the jump wouldn't slow him down. He'd just be jumping into connector. That's all it would be. There'd be no slowdown.
Split-second decisions, split-second timings.
Yeah, but there have been, I would say, a whole handful these two maps so far for Penta, and they have cost them some very, very expensive rounds. It is, I mean, it's this close between the two teams that even really minute mistakes like that, and yes, they're under so much pressure, so they're making them, but they're deciding almost both maps, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily against him walking up. I just think, man, he needed to hit that shot, basically. If he's going to walk up there, he can't miss. And that's what happened. Now Deponeret, man, they're looking to be in a pretty decent position here. Although the bomb is sneaking its way up B site, there's still AC up in B apartments. Penta are going to have to worry about getting shot in the back as soon as that bomb plant starts to happen.
Yeah, and they have very, very little cause to suspect that AC is going to be here fast, because they've done a really good job checking everywhere else. I mean, they're really thorough about this, not leaving anything to chance, so Penta being smart about it. So once the bomb goes down, Nex even has like a clue. This is some sixth sense going up. Oh, but he turns around just at the wrong time, making this position even better for AC, because now they feel like they've checked apartments as well. They're like, all right, we've checked here. Certainly no one's going to be coming, and then maybe someone will anyway. Clock ticking away. There is no kit currently picked up, so what's going on here? Nice shot from Nex, but Strux, he's going to go down as well, and it will be a retake. Coming in at the end, even without the kit, they do have the time for it, so now it's 14-11. Penta, I mean, it's cool that they got the bomb plant in that position, but it's still not good enough. They would have needed to win that round, I think, to bounce back in the game here.
Oh, they're going to have their shot right now. It's going to be 14-11, and now Penta get a full buy. So Nex has 5,400, Spitty has the AWP, and he's going to be dropping it. Wow. So they are actually, like, Spitty is taking the hit right now. He's spending that money, dropping it so that Crystal can get fully equipped. That's some commitment right there. We usually see this happen with operas like JW or Kenny, where it's just like they are opping, and you're going to do everything you can to make sure that they have what they need. So to see Penta doing this, they have some faith in Crystal right now.
Yeah, and maybe they have to have that. I mean, maybe it's just the time for Crystal to step up and make a big difference here. He's up in apartments. Wait, what? Did it just skip a couple of frames?
That it did.
All right, I'm not just losing my mind. That's good to know. Look at Kiebu though. I love this play here, pushing aggressively, kind of like what we were talking about when it was Penta that were on the T side. On the CT side, pushing aggressively can be really, really useful. Are they going to be in the right positions for it? Nico still by CT spawn. One smoke going up so they can actually get in here. Kiebu coming in, and he's going to be deciding the round any second now. This is such a big position for him to be in. Bomb still not going down, and Penta are spending an enormous amount of time checking out the bomb site before they even think about putting down the bomb.
They're, again, just being so thorough. Nico's going to be here. He's going to get the shoulder peek on the next. Crystal not missing the shot.
And there it is.
And Kierby will take out Nex as well. There, that's pretty much it. They don't have money now. Penta don't have any money going into the 15th into the last round.
No, they are completely broke and really quite far out of it. Deponeret just playing quite well and hard for Penta to deal with at this point, obviously. I don't know. They had good starts on both halves, but they kept playing very, very nervously, and in the end, it's come back to haunt them here at the 27th round as Deponeret are about to take this match 2-0 in the SLTV Star Series. Really, really good victory, I think, for Deponeret. They're going to be excited about this one. Nico at the end doing super well at 26 kills.
Yeah, well, there you have it, man. Too much to handle. And also, poor prediction on our part, right? You know, while I'm going into this thinking Penta have the edge, and this time around, Deponeret, man, they really had everything going for them. Nico hitting the shots, and Fetish with some clever plays. He had a good mix tonight of the brute force and also, you know, the feather light, and it worked out really well.
Well, you know what? They're going to need all of that because they're playing Virtus Pro next in the best of 3. Same team, but new opponents. We'll be right back after a quick break, guys. So stick on the channel and watch a couple of adverts. And a big thanks to everyone who's subscribed and donated through CSGO Lounge and all that stuff. Stick around, and we'll be back soon enough.